Guys, it's Friday, but it's Friday for me and not for you. But I was close. And also, I had a request to put my cat in, so here she is. She's not very impressed with me though. So here she is. Isn't she cute? She's grumpy. She's like every other cat. Okay, let's get started. Today I'm doing a video called the Epic Reads tag. This is a tag that I once again got from a Book Utopia / Sasha Ellsberg's channel. And it had such good questions, I was like, well, I may as well do it. Also, it's January and I don't get paid in January, so I haven't brought any books to do a review on. So the first question is, if you could invite over one author and one of their fictional characters to tea, who would it be and what would you serve them? I would invite over Terry Goodkind and Zed, which is one of his main characters, and I'd serve them spiced soup, just because I want to see how my soup compares to Richard's soup. Also, Zed is a really funny guy. Terry Goodkind would have a lot to offer in way of conversation. I mean, he could totally be an introvert, but I'm an introvert too. Introvert / extrovert, but that doesn't matter. And I think he'd have a lot to say on like life lessons and politics and good laughs and stuff like that. So yeah, I'd invite over them. What book do you wish the author could write a prequel for, and what would be the main storyline? I feel like I'm about to join the bandwagon, but I would definitely do a prequel on James and Lily and Severus Snape, because I want to see what like happened before all of that. I want it to be from all three of their point of views though, not just from one person's point of view, because it would offer a look into everybody's mind, like how Lily saw Severus and James, and how James was he intentionally somewhat of a bully? Like, what was his thinking behind it? Yeah, all that sort of stuff. What would you call that prequel? The third question is, what are two characters not from the same book you think would suit well together? For me, this is sacrilege to suggest this, because authors write their characters to fall in love with someone for a reason. Like, who am I to decide that they're not good for one another? If I had to do someone, I'd take 4 away from Tress. So I don't know who to put forward though. Like, let me know if you have any suggestions for who you've put forward, but that's a terrible, I can't do that one, I can't. If you ran into your favourite author on the subway and you could only say one sentence to them, who and what would it be? So probably, no, I'd do Terry Goodkind, and I'd say, one sentence isn't enough. Like, I haven't met this person before, one sentence isn't enough for me to make an impression. I think I would just go for, thank you for sharing this story, which is the cheesiest line in the world, but I do appreciate it. So thank you, Terry Goodkind, for sharing Richard and Colin's story. Finally, no, not finally. Ooh, what book made you a reader and why? I said this in my book intro tube tagger thing. The book that made me a reader was The Sword of Truth / The Wizard's First Rule by Terry Goodkind. I feel like I've said Terry Goodkind's name like 50 million times by now. So I had read Twilight series like every 20 my age, and that was like, well, I could continue reading from here. And then I read Terry Goodkind's The Wizard's First Rule, and I was like, and I will continue reading from here. It just showed me that books are a lot more than about, do I love him or do I love him? There's a lot more to books. There's politics, you can learn vital life lessons.
As a basic for me, like, I remember at the time, we were talking about Hitler in class, and I was like, and he has a list in there that's like, I'm not talking, but he has a list in there that says, everybody in war thinks they're on the right side, and that made me be like, well, Hitler probably thought he was on the right side.
Yeah, so it made me a lot more insightful, which was good. That's why it got me into reading. So your bookshelf is on fire. Show us one book I'd save. I would definitely say Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Just because my friend gave this to me for my 16th birthday. My best friend. She wrote a nice little note on the inside, so it has a lot of sentimental value. And also, this book is from 1986. Next question. Which dystopian world would you live in and why? This is a hard question. Who wants to live in a dystopian world? They're dystopian because 90% of the time they're horrible to live in. Like, the government's taken over and they're mean and terrible and kill people and ooh. But the more I thought about it, the more I decided I want to live in The Uglies world by, I can't remember who it's by, I just remember that it's a good series. I think it's by Scott something or other. I'd want to live in it because you can, like, I could go and change my eye colour or my hair colour, anything I wanted, like, it would be perfect. it's just acceptable. Like nobody's gonna blink if I show up tomorrow with red hair that's curly and purple eyes and blue lips and a big Kardashian booty. Like there's no problem. And I think that's what I want, especially in a world where everybody criticizes you for the way you look. Second to last question, what is the most epic read of all time? Probably one of Sarah J Maas, however you say her name, one of her books, because she did such a good job. So I might do a review on that, so comment down below if you want me to do that. The last question is tag someone who you want to do this tag. I'm not going to tag anyone actually, I'm just going to tag all of you, because if you do it, comment down below, or you could do a video. I'll totally watch that. I'll subscribe if you put it down below. Hopefully you'll see me on Wednesday. You will see me on Wednesday. Bye. I was supposed to do a book shimmy. That's so embarrassing. I can't believe I'm going to put this on the internet.